The crew had no way of realizing they were so close. It was a week after the mission before we determined this by photographic analysis.
While they could overcome the terrain, they could not beat the steady drain of oxygen from their backpacks. In the terms of scientific meaning, the decision not to go on to the rim meant little. In human terms, a great disappointment.
One of these boulders, Fredo, is broken open. They're really brown boulders on the outside, and the inner face that's broken is white. And there's another one that most of it is white. They are right in the same area.
The white rock is of different composition to the Apollo 11 and 12 rocks. In fact, the chemistry of all the rocks that have been looked at so far is different to those rocks. Potassium and uranium are 10 times higher, which are the sort of values we might expect if the Fra Mauro rocks represent ancient lunar crust, which of course is what we're all hoping.
Again, it was time. Time to head back to the lunar module.
Approaching the rim now. Coming into Fra Mauro base.
After a quick side trip to check on the science station, they loaded the lunar module with samples and data and stepped off the lunar surface. The second expedition had lasted 4 hours and 35 minutes, a total exploration of a record 9.5 hours. 33.5 hours after they landed, Alan Shepard and Edgar Mitchell lifted off in the silent vacuum of the moon.
Gas engine is armed. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have ignition. What a liftoff. And liftoff. Roger, ignition. Boom. Switch over. 10 seconds. Roger. Hey, baby. Switch over is good. Steering looks good, Houston. Roger, you're looking good from down here, Al. I'll be up on 1 minute.
Half an hour later, Stuart Russo watched their progress from Kitty Hawk.
What are you doing way down there, oh fearless one? You've lost a little weight since the last time I saw you. Houston, Antares, the station keeping at about 100 feet, closing in a little more for the pictures of the service module and command module. Okay, shall do a loop later. Okay, make it smooth. And around we go. Show us a little style. Oh, you look good. There I was at 240,000 coming over the top. That's our home away from home. Would you believe 360,000? Yeah. Kitty Hawk is doing an extremely smooth loop. We're sitting at 70 feet, watching him go around. He looks very clean.
The inspection complete, Antares and Kitty Hawk moved together for docking.
Apollo14, this is Houston. Here, go for the docking. Roger, we got you. Okay, we captured. And we got a hard dock. That big sigh of relief being breathed around here.
They transferred the gear from Antares to Kitty Hawk, buttoned up the tunnel, then jettisoned the lunar module. It would crash into the moon at a predetermined spot. Its impact picked up by their seismometer and the seismometer left by Apollo 12 over a year earlier. 149 hours after they left Earth, they performed the burn that broke them out of lunar orbit. During the coast to Earth, there would be time to catch up on sleep, relax, and do all the little things left undone. And there was one more item, a series of scientific demonstrations in zero gravity, demonstrations impossible to reproduce on Earth. These trials looked at basic physical properties of matter in zero gravity, studies that could lead eventually to new materials manufactured in space for use on Earth. On February 9th, 1971, 9 days after they left Earth, the crew of Apollo 14 hit the atmosphere of their planet at a speed of over 24,000 miles per hour. They hurtled toward Earth, a meteor heading home. On board, 95 pounds of the moon.
Extremely important. It relates to the question of why we're fooling around with the moon. It's really that the imprint of history, of solar system history, on the Earth-Moon system is centered on the moon for the first billion years.
What do we hope to gain is we've got a window right now between t equals 0, the beginning of the solar system, and when the Earth so totally messed up itself that we can't look at it anymore. We'd like to look in there, and that window's on the moon.
Apollo 14 has already had a very big scientific impact, and we still have 3 missions left. They'll be heading into even more rugged and more interesting areas of the moon. Beginning with Apollo 15, the lunar rover will let us range further afield and collect more and more varied scientific samples and information. The study of the moon and how, for instance, elements and minerals are distributed in its crust will enable us to learn more about the process of crust formation on Earth, leading to a better understanding of the way that certain elements concentrate in the crust. Will we have had enough missions to the moon by the end of the Apollo program? Probably not. You can never have enough knowledge, but at least it's an excellent beginning.